Have you ever stopped to consider what makes a person truly good? Is it their actions, their words, or perhaps something more intrinsic? As we journey through life's winding paths, we find that the answer may not be as clear-cut as we initially thought. Take, for instance, the story of a humble taxi driver from New York named Larry. One cold winter evening, he picked up a passenger who seemed a bit distraught. Instead of just driving her to her destination, Larry took the time to talk to her, to offer her comfort and a listening ear. It turned out the woman was going through a tough divorce and felt alone in the world. But in that taxi, for those few miles, she found solace and kindness. Larry, without even knowing it, was a beacon of light in her dark world. Or consider the tale of a young girl from a small town in India named Ashi. Even though she came from a poor family, Ashi was determined to make a difference. Every day, after school, she would spend her time teaching the younger kids in her community who couldn't afford schooling. She believed that everyone deserved an education regardless of where they came from. Ashi, with her selfless service, became a symbol of hope and change in her community. Across the globe in Australia, we find the story of an elderly man named Jack. Jack spent his retirement years not in the comfort of his home, but in the local animal shelter. He would feed, bathe, and care for the abandoned animals, giving them a second chance at life. Jack, in his simple act of kindness, showed us that age is no barrier to being a good human. Each of these stories, while unique, carries a common thread: the act of being a good human. It's not about grand gestures or heroic acts. It's about simple, everyday kindness. It's about listening when someone needs to talk, about helping when someone needs a hand. It's about caring for those who have no one else and giving without expecting anything in return. So how can we be better humans? Start by looking at the world with a kinder, more understanding gaze. Offer a smile to a stranger. Lend a helping hand to someone in need. Listen when someone wants to talk. Small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Remember, being a good human doesn't require you to move mountains. It just requires you to move your heart. So, as you go about your day, think of Larry, Ashi, and Jack. Think of the difference they made with their small acts of kindness. Now it's your turn. Be that beacon of light in someone's dark world. Be that symbol of hope and change. Be that second chance. Be a good human.